穿诸世继承袜，服从根起，好运一生。
On November 30th, the Syrian civil war reignited as opposition forces invaded Aleppo, Syria's second-largest city, and took control of most of the city, including government centers and prisons. In response, Russia, which supports the Assad government, launched its first airstrike since 2016. This issue of Hot Events will provide an overview of the ongoing civil war. On December 2nd, sources in Syria and Iraq reported that hundreds of Iranian-backed Iraqi militants had entered Syria to assist the government in fighting against rebels in Aleppo. The fighting between the Syrian government and opposition groups continues to intensify. On December 3rd, the Syrian military reported killing at least 200 opposition fighters and extremists, and shooting down about 20 drones. On the northeastern front, government forces blocked the opposition 15 kilometers from the city of Hama. On December 5th, opposition forces recently pro-government forces out of Hama, Syria's fourth-largest city, and claimed control over the northeastern area, including the central prison, where they released detainees. On December 8th, Syrian rebels entered the capital, Damascus, after capturing Aleppo, Dara, and Homs, forcing President Assad, who has ruled for 24 years, to flee to Russia. This marked the end of the Assad family's 50-year-long dictatorship. Public dissatisfaction with the Assad regime fueled the 13-year Syrian civil war. Following Assad's departure, Syrians took to the streets to celebrate. Reports indicate that visitors and looters swarmed the presidential palace and other Assad residences in Damascus. Statues of Assad's late father, former President Hafez al-Assad, were toppled and trampled across Syria. On December 9th, the opposition armed group that overthrew President Assad tasked Mohammed Bashir, head of the Syrian National Salvation Government, with forming a transitional government. This decision followed a meeting between Bashir, Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, leader Ahmed al-Sher, and Syrian Prime Minister Jalali. Syrian rebels launched an attack on the same day the armistice agreement between Lebanon and Israel took effect, marking the beginning of another round in the Syrian civil war. This conflict is characterized by unprecedented features, with rapid and violent attacks by the rebels, involving many different forces, making the situation highly volatile. On December 17, the United Nations Security Council issued a joint statement calling for an inclusive political process that is Syrian-led and Syrian-owned, based on the principles outlined in 2015 Resolution 2254. However, the exact course of this process remains uncertain.